Hello everyone, my name is Carter. I'm a customer support representative here at Kinsey Manufacturing. Today we're going to talk about how to program a Kinsey KPM3 to your Kinsey planter. First thing you want to do is go ahead and fire that display up. You'll notice when you're firing the display up, underneath the Kinsey logo it displays a software version. The current KPM3 software version is 3.7, so always make sure that you're running version 3.7 on your KPM3. Once the display is fired up, we can go into our menu here down the bottom right corner, hit that button twice. We'll go over to our setup mode here, use the thumb dial and depress that to select. Scroll down till you find configure planter monitor. Select that. You'll get a warning that says this planter's already been set up. Select OK. And then you'll have your options to go in there and select how many front rows and rear rows, as well as shaft sensors, and any of the options you may have installed on that planter. So in this particular planter, we're working with the Kinsey 3605 12 row 23. So we've got 11 front rows, 12 rear rows. We've got 2 shaft sensors on the back. We're using a coil pickup or mag pickup for our speed. We don't have any vacuum sensors. We do have air seed delivery sensors. No hydraulic level temp. We do have pneumatic down pressure installed on this planter, so we will select the down pressure level there. And we do not have any scales on this planter. So once you've got your planter configuration set up, you can go down here and hit the OK button. You'll get a warning that this planter is already configured. Again, just go ahead and select OK. So once you've got your planter configuration set up, it'll take you to this screen. You want to make sure that you are selected to auto detect. Go ahead and hit the install button in the top right corner, and then start installing your seat sensors from left to right, starting with row 1. As you can see there, it has auto learned rear row 1 because Dan just plugged it in. He's going to go down the line and keep plugging them in. So now we've got all of our rear rows plugged in. We're going to go back and do the same thing on the front rows. Again, starting left to right, so start with push row 1 and go to push row 11. So now we've got all of our front rows configured. We'll go back to the back side of the planter and install our shaft speed sensors. Again, starting from left to right, so make sure you install the left shaft speed sensor first. All right, now that we've connected into our shaft speed sensors, we'll go ahead and do our bulk fill pressure sensor. And now that we have our bulk fill pressure sensor detected, we'll go ahead and do our pneumatic down pressure sensors last. So now that we've got all of our sensors installed, you can go ahead and select the Done button down here in the bottom right corner. And you can see that all of our sensors are installed. You can scroll down through them all. Once you're done with that page, you can click Done. We are getting an alert for no speed sensor. There's 2 options that guys can install for speed sensors. One is a magnetic pickup, and the other is our radar. That's just up to the customer what they want to install. If you are installing a magnetic pickup sensor, make sure you're following the operator's manual to calibrate that sensor correctly. Once you got that done, hit the OK button, and you can go back to the plant screen by hitting the second button from the top, and it takes you back to the plant screen. Now let's say for whatever reason we have to replace a sensor, replace a row unit sensor because it's acting up, not recording correctly. If you want to do that, you do have to go back in and reconfigure that sensor. So you go back to your menu and into your setup mode again, and then you scroll down to number 9, which is sensor setup. Select that, go to the row that you want to swap out, which is in this case is going to be front row 1, and select the remove. It's going to ask you if you want to confirm you want to remove that row. Yes, we do. It's now removed that row. Now we can go back to that row and actually physically remove it and install a new seat sensor. Once the new seat sensor is installed, you can go in here and make sure you're highlighted on that row again and hit the install button. And now that row is again configured, and you can go back to the plant screen and continue planting for that day. Again, guys, this is not something that you're going to have to do from the factory. This is going to be if you're installing a KPM3 monitor on an old planter, or you've had to replace your KPM3 monitor on your planter for whatever reason. That's when you're going to have to go in and reconfigure the monitor to the planter.